Hi, here we go. So, these are all creatures, just like that Levasseur air is a creature. That's an it creature, okay? I don't know if it'll play out literally or not, but I do see it as one of the it, listings. So this one I call Jameston. This is a creature of it, okay? Now, if what we're doing is that old Minister Paul stuff, where he was like, the guy was giving away his keys, like he was drunk and he was giving away his keys, and his dog swam away, and he said, would you get me a new dog? And he said, yeah, I'll get you a new dog. And he's like, you would do that? And if we're doing all that, and like people are taking my keys from this bitter root, this wormwood, then that's on them. That's not on me. So I'm going to continue to do what I do. I'm not going to, make some big stand or something, because I'm too weak to even do it. I have no willpower to even go against my own, to even do something that would benefit me. I have no willpower to even do it. I have no heart. Like, that's all, that's just the place I'm at. So it's okay. We'll just continue to do what we're doing, I guess. It's, other people, it's, I'm the recycled Jew, okay? I'm the it. So, in taking Crimea, Putin gains a sea of fuel reserves by William J. Broad, May 17, 2014, mixed with Nettie is the body. Kenya, the deepest blue, and scientists discover new beetle species with unique genitalia at Greenwood Cemetery. That's the head. Okay, those two are the head. Sasa Zivilovic, April 14, 1972. September 11, 2001, I saw that he was put to sleep on the plane with sleeping gas, just as they pull in that Tenet film. That's the Willie. Okay. He himself is his gravity is the Willie, and that's the gravity. So, Dirty Jobs Man, who is Howard Hughes' advisor. That's an article, August 15, 2008, Phil Davison, Feet. Okay. So that's an article. That's a guy on Wikipedia. These two are articles, and this is an article here. This is all Jameston, not Jamestown, Jameston. Okay. And that's the full creature. All right. So Philton. Okay. Now, I saw the whole thing with, I think it's 1 John, or maybe it's one of the numbered Johns, and it talks about Demetrius, and the truth. Okay, now I'm not the truth. I'm not Mel Gibson. That's who he is. Now, people want to they're like sectioning the stuff off to be like, Brock has to do it all. He's got to do it all. And or it's like Brock is making our life horrible. Like everything he's saying with his scepter, he's putting on our souls, and we're becoming, like how he says in the visions, and we don't like it. That's all bullshit. I'm just showing the prophecy. I said the weather would change with Serbia. Now there's snow in Colorado in the middle of summer. Do you think that's from my scepter? Do you think I'm that powerful that I'm causing these things? If you do, then that's messed up. It could be the it force, but let's face it, the it force has been going on for a long time, since I've been alive. I've been, people in the news will die and stuff, and it shows what I did that day, or what I was thinking that week or month. It's all, it's just me. You would have to take me out. So, come on then. It's just, it's really, it's not right to do that. And if Grok's son is in the military or something, and I'm responsible for him or something, or if I'm responsible for Mr. Tagpin's son because of what I said in my visions when I was like doing the Fifth Element legs, and when I broke my foot and back and was, nearly put in a wheelchair, like, because of those visions, like, that's not on me. And like that, so I broke down the Demetrius and Truth one. It's when I was graduated high school, and I came back to my senior class, English class, and I brought action figures in and made a little speech. And Ford, my friend Bush, who's represented by Tiru Shimada, he made a speech about Jesus, and I made a speech about action figures. And I was like, and it's like act ion fig, just like the Gentiles, So, and who was in that class looking at me was this guy Caleb, okay? And when I was at SCAD, I made a speech about Mel Gibson, and I made the mistake of saying, I was like, well, in Hollywood, a lot of people that run Hollywood are Jews, and I'm like, they're Christian, like, I mixed them together. Like, yes, I did not know everything back then, like I do now, but I lumped them in the same category. So that was that being represented by the truth. Like, that's what that was. And like this guy Caleb, his last name represents, you can probably see it there, but don't put any words in my mouth, nothing against him, but it represents that recycled Jew never getting to the prize. It's the Brown, all that, like the Charlie Brown, and like, so, and he was like kind of looking at me like, he was probably wondering why I was doing that speech, like I'd come in for extra. So that's what that is. Like, and I'm sticking with that. That's just like, I've already done it. Like I did it. Like it's done, so right shoulder of this Philton, Fishing in Paradise, Little Palm Island, Woodbury 10 is the author. August 28th, 2015. I'll let you take a look at all that. Chest, penitent, thief on cross next to Jesus as Gabuthelin. The coordinates of Kankakee, Illinois, where Road to Perdition was shot. Ukraine opts to keep exporting corn. 04/28/2020, World Grain. That's the left shoulder. That's an article. And then I see a Hobbit mixed with a Flog from Star Wars, mixed with Tilda Swinton had a handheld mask that was designed by James Mary. According to the artist's Instagram post about his sculptural piece, he was inspired by stingray skeletons, seaweed, orchids, and his favorite fish sculptures on the columns of the Rialto Fish Market in Venice. That equals 33,739 and 937. So you get 316, 1344, 3, and that's the rest of the body. All right. Now we got this one. It's called Bilston. Okay. So it's a megalopyge opular or opercularis mixed with a Ewan. Okay. It's called a puss moth or puss caterpillar. It's the puss caterpillar is what it is. It's the most venomous caterpillar, and it's mixed with a Ewan, and all that was forced to stand upright, humanoid, 10 fingers, 10 toes, body type. So it's humanoid. David Hayter returns to voice Solid Snake and Super Bomberman R. Paid Rage Cotter, June 28th, 2018. That's the nose. Back, December 28, 2014, Britain Norman, BN2 Islander, Guyana. Abs, Malaysia Flight 370, March 18, 2014. And chest is Jerry Cross, missionary. These three are all like plane crash oriented. Okay. So, let me get this. Now, the tail, facial hair on head is Mart declined Hera Syndulla's advice to leave the system. That's under Mart Matin, Star Wars Wikipedia. That's the tail, facial hair, hair on head. Now the French mustache, as seen on, well, I don't even think it's on the glyph, but there's a French hair on the glyph that Grox used to show of the Sphinx. But this is the French mustache I'm adding on to it. It's traffic, house. Whenever I got pulled over kind of close to my house for speeding, nothing. I wasn't going anywhere in particular. Like I was just going to get food or something. And I believe that was out of Egypt of the Isaiah 11, because that happened in May 2019. And then Ben V actually told me to slow down by listening to some Chopped and Screwed and stuff. And I have listened to some of those mixtapes and I like them. They are calming in some sense, but and then second lay shower for 6. I don't know. The 6s are kind of coming out of the woodwork and stuff. I'm just, I'm playing it cool or whatever, because I'm a loser and everything. So September 9th, PM 2020, that was just a shower jag or whatever, but it's fine. But I think that means 00 status. It's kind of it's tied to that Tupac in the bathtub and all that. Like, because I had kneeled, then I did a 00 status, then that X'd it out or whatever. Like that kneel didn't count or something. So I could just do a bunch of those, or like repetitive, but I don't think I will. But that's just one possibility of what it could mean. But I'm talking about the end of Isaiah 11. But out of Egypt, May 2019, that's about when that was. And I had to go to court and like in Las Vegas, and we just had to pay a big fine. It wasn't a big deal at all. But it was annoying though, because I'm like, why am I getting stopped when I'm right next to my house? Like, it's an old person neighborhood. They're very sensitive. So you have to be 55 and older to live here. And like, there are young people that live here too, but like, I don't associate with any of them. And like, they're always like, those guys are driving too fast or whatever, that's just how they are. But my dad's car is naturally fast, and now I have the CRV, and it's not that fast naturally, and I don't try to go fast anyway. But that's Bilston. All right, then I've got all these. Adding the Gene Rabeau style wheel runner of Carmenix that we went over a while ago. I've got it in the closet in my like little study. But all of these, the Lion Mandrill, and then I added Scorched Back, Fifth Element Mongoose, Head of a Cold Cactus, no needles. It's a humanoid head and body, okay, of this Scorched Back, Fifth Element Mongoose, Head of a Cold Cactus, no needles. All right, that's the new creature that I'm adding to the list of all the it creatures, and I just kept it simple. And then of course that Gene Rabeau style wheel runner, and then down here it's just the same ones, and we'll see how these play out. I don't know, have I done these spiritually, or do they have to be done? Since I've been in Las Vegas, is that the Garden of Eden? Since I've been in Las Vegas, I don't know for sure. But thank you. Thank you. Keep a mercy mindset. Nothing against anybody. I'm not responsible for the ads or anything like that. Just have love in your heart, try to trust Jesus. Thank you.